Hello, YouTube. Okay, this time I'm beginning recording after going through the settings. So... You guys want to just sit and watch the credits for no reason? No? Okay. Let's see what this is all about. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, the Great War you mean, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Sounds serious. And we're in Boston. So I have no idea what to expect. All I've really seen... So I've seen a game called The Sinking City, which I would love to play. But it's console exclusive, and I couldn't get my hands on it for the moment. So this is what we're going to do, and hopefully this is as good as, if not better. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who, in his callousness, can remain sane to the hideous end. Oh, okay. Oh! Oh, that's fun. Okay. Oh, hello! We're in a nice little sea cave, then? Warning. There may be tentacles. JK, I'm sure there's not going to be any tentacles in this game. That would be... Oh, is this all first person? I like how they're like, oh yeah, we're in Boston, you're a detective, we gotta find a new case, and here instead we're like in Skyrim. The motion blur is not on. Uh-oh. Hang on. Stream elements. I have to gift you a sub, don't I? Alright, I'll do that in a bit. For now, I just wanna... I'll do that during a break. I will gift Stream Elements during a break. So until then, just forgive. Forgive. Stream Elements is trying very hard. Wow, look at the lighting. Can I see out there? This place is very, visceral. It's like Skyrim, but good. Come at me. That's right. I can feel it. I know I made someone irritated out there. No, listen, I don't hate Skyrim. I don't hate Skyrim, but... There it is, there it is. I got bored of Skyrim very quickly. I just needed more variety. Okay, we can crouch. Makes sense. My problem with Skyrim is it got monotonous. Why would I need to crouch? Oh, that's why. That makes sense. You had 200 mods going. Yeah, I've heard modded Skyrim is a totally different experience. I did get to tinker with it a little bit. I got to play... modded for... Okay, this is actually really unsettling. And I'm brain farting like crazy. Have I tried Morrowind? Yes! Yes, I have. I loved Morrowind back in the day. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay, so we need a light. Like that one! Is it as dark for you guys as it is for me? I might need to turn the brightness up a little more. Let me do that. I'm gonna... Don't judge me. I need it. That didn't help at all! Oh no. Okay, well... Oh, that's better. That's much better. Okay. Alright, so what was that item that I needed a light to interact with? Oh! Oh, it's bolt cutters. Your brother said Skyrim was way too dumbed down. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe too. So like in Morrowind or in Oblivion, you could have like a shield and a spear and do a phalanx. You could have like unarmed combat. There were so many different ways you could play, and in Skyrim there was just not, you know? And before I go too much further... Yeah, same solid. I don't know, Day. I was really feeling like calling Cthulhu. Really feel like that's the play here.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Oh? Listen, that's your opinion, Day. That is your opinion. And you can have your wrong opinion. Me, I'm gonna call Cthulhu. Yeah, you know, everyone asks, what's Cthulhu? Where's Cthulhu? No one ever asks, how's Cthulhu? Oh, right. Yeah, that was kind of the joke in my stream title, I suppose. So that Cthulhu's the one doing the calling. I actually agree, Day. So, with Morrowind...
What a putrid offering.
What stands out to me about Morrowind is a single moment in particular where, picture this, young high school Tim is happily walking along on a path just out of his first village. He was carefree, excited to be playing a game that maybe felt like it could capture that thing he loved about D&D, and then suddenly there's a scream, a terrible, awful scream, and a guy falls out of the sky, splat onto the road in front of me. No context, no lead up, just ah! Pfft. And on that man, he had a letter, which, you know, I, being young Tim, didn't read, and a scroll. And the scroll of Icarian Flight, I believe it was called. I was like, flight? That sounds great! And I used the scroll. And what the scroll did in game terms is it elevated your jump to like 500%. And when you jump, you go up. You go way up. And then you have an awfully long time to think about the mistakes you made on the way down. The music, by the way, is like a warped 20s classic. And I find it's actually very disturbing. So yeah, that's what stands out to me most about Morrowind.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Why would I want to run? Nothing to run from. But I'll do it because you asked me to. Okay.
Behold.
Yes. Oh!
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
No. He was hearing the music. That's the song that was warped in the dream. That's such a cool touch. Oh, right, Jay. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Hey! Hey! That I do the prompt questions, you do the investigation. Don't steal my thunder, dick. What? Well, interesting. Interesting that... So are there going to be multiple characters, do you think? Darkwater. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment, okay? Wait, I missed something over here. Sanity! Oh, that's fun. Veteran, he was one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies. Soldiers were considered lost. Trauma. Okay, that makes sense. Consume sleeping pills and liquor. You're not supposed to mix those, I believe, but, you know, who am I to judge? We have a lighter. An old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion. Okay. Okay, got it. The aesthetic design reminds you of Elder Sign? Well, yeah, I should think so.
I wonder why I still take these things.
They swore that these would put an end to the nightmares. Okay. Well, we now have sleeping pills, so that's cool.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
I thought he was gonna... Okay. Anything? Nope.
I used to be an avid reader.
Until I took an arrow to the knee! No, but seriously, that hurts. That shit
Married
really hurts.
woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Oh, yikes, dude. If you remember it right, you can finish this game in 1 or 2 streams. Okay, cool, cool.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't Rin, what are you doing? Sir, that's not allowed. The bar owner who hired you didn't... The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. But when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Oh. Oh. Okay. I see.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Oh, look at this.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
What is this? What was he doing? I might be able to. I'm gonna go through the inventory again after I look around here.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh. Okay. Inventory. Tanneline is here, I see. Thank you, Tanneline. Okay, is that it? I mean, thank you, I guess. How's it going, Tanneline? R? Oh, there we go. Knowledge. Got it. No, you cannot open them up, it looks like. Or maybe you can. Nope. No, you cannot. I don't think you can. No, you can't. Okay, no, we're gonna pass on that for now. Hello? Oh, look at that phone.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file.
Oh?
Fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
There it is. This is Skyrim. It's just Lovecraft Skyrim. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. How many do I have? I have 8. Okay. Hey, Saraha, how's it going? Oh boy. Okay, so in this game, I feel like having a good investigation is going to be important. Oh. Wait. What? Oh, I see. It doesn't raise the numbers, it raises the percentage. Okay, cool. Cool. Does anyone know, by the way, does this game make use of the Call of Cthulhu RPG rules, or is it just like totally created from game mechanics and such? So psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. No kidding. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior. Ooh, that appeals to Askel Archer. I am a psychoanalyst. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. I guess the clue was in the name. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Oh. Okay. 'Tis alright, your cell data is really in and out today, so it sucks because you use your phone to watch Twitch as a work description. Oh no. Is that, do you think that's weather related, or is it time for a new cell phone, or what's going on? I'm doing pretty good. We had some good talks about what might lie under the ocean. We talked a little bit about Lovecraft, and now we're playing Call of Cthulhu, which I read back in the day. By the way, funny thing, I like that somebody read Call of Cthulhu and was like, oh my god, this is so terrifying. I mean, he literally popped like a balloon and couldn't beat a boat. I mean, I found Call of Cthulhu really let down as a story. I was really disappointed in it, but apparently a lot of people read it and were like, holy shit, let's expand our minds into what this could allude to. I personally found like Nyarlathotep far more terrifying. Yes, I am psychoanalytical and also a psycho and also an analyst. All these things are true, Tanneline. Not sure, it's usually not the best here at work. You think it's a building structure location combo. Ah, okay. It's worse than usual. Yeah, that's kind of strange. I wonder what's going on with that. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Get some more insight. Play Bloodborne. I would like to play Bloodborne at some point. Would suck if it was your phone. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm right there with you. Eloquence. Increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object. Picking locks. Proving this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms. I'm probably not going to go too much into strength. The dosage, determining the dosage of a drug, making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding, and knowledge of the supernatural, occult artifacts, and expressing your knowledge of the myth. Okay. Me too, Saraha. Me too. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad it seems to be holding steady. I'm glad of that. Wait, what? Oh, you're responding to Tanneline. Yes. H.P. Lovecraft was a raging racist and homophobe. Like, the likes of which I think people of today would be blown away by. Let's crank that up. Aha! We've got level 3 psychology. I'm gonna go on psychology and eloquence, I think. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
Please do.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contract.
Uh-oh.
And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce?
Yikes.
I'm coming.
So it's not all in first person. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like that we were just wholly in first person. Oh, okay,
Sir,
this guy
I came
looks...
here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're
Nice
free
touch.
to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector.
Oh?
All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
Do you want the
If you come
truth?
to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her.
That's tragic.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
Oh,
I can't
Jesus.
do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look
What is that
carefully
painting?
at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Oh, boy. That's the guy from the dream!
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
You want a detective to
Is that all you
appraise
want
a
from me?
painting?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
I'm
all
assuming
you've
this is
got.
still tutorial.
The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
So he did. Okay, let's look at the file first.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Okay. We have a shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. That's a good start. We'll take a look there. The police report says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? That's interesting. Yeah, that sort of contradicts, doesn't it? An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life with their only son, Simon. Is there anything on the back? Nope. So why would I want to rotate this? Why give me the option to rotate it if you're not going to do the Resident Evil thing? And I also can't zoom in to read the article. So this was her, and that must have been Charles. And was this Simon? It's tragic. Okay, now I have to examine the painting. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He's convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Okay. Let's have a look.
What's this symbol on the man's chest?
That's a good...
It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Well, definitely don't take the painting lightly. This is an unlocked answer. Something's not right with this story. That's also true.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see?
Hey now!
You must find the meaning behind all this.
Gotta try harder than that. Something is very not right with this story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Is it a cover-up?
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things?
So when you said no, what you meant was yes.
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay. I'm gonna learn about that. Where did Sarah live?
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Wait, almost unknowingly spoil something? What are you talking about? I haven't caught any spoilers. You're fine, Chai.
The sender's label mentions warehouse.
Yeah, that's the starting point, I think.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You know, at least it's only Darkwater. If it was Innsmouth, I'd be very upset right now.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of
I see.
Painting.
Well, good call, Chai.
Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
Even if you don't like what I find?
I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Well, fuck you too.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Yeah.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it.
Wait.
According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
Sorry, Saraha.
It seems to have been shown since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream? Oh no. Or a dream god. No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts. Okay.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
And this
Natural
is...
sciences,
okay.
linguistics, archaeology.
I think I'll have that whiskey now. Listen, Charge, it's the 20s. Just let it happen. No. Sarah's a good name. I mean, I would argue there's an advantage of being named Sarah, because with a name like that, you can actually blend into a fantasy setting. It's one of those names where it could legit be in a game setting and no one would ask questions. As opposed to, like, you know, you're not gonna play D&D and find an NPC named Denise. I'm sorry if anyone in chat is named Denise. Nothing against you. I'm just saying it's not like a classic fantasy name. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Okay. I'll take that. Oh, medicine progression. Oh, cool. So as you find things, it upgrades your stats. Cool. Cool. So we now know Stephen Webster, that was Charles Hawkins. Met during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and took her to the remote island of Darkwater. Painter. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I paint what my dreams whisper to me. Okay. She was known for her party going, really. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Okay. Why? Very little is known about Simon, but I'm guessing that's going to become important later. Places. So that's Darkwater. Forgotten by the world, isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs. The Devil's Reef? And with only one outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Oh, do they have an institution? Great. I wish we could look better at this. Like, I wish there was a zoom. Interesting. What clues? We've got the file and the painting. Okay. Inventory. I'm gonna try to stay brushed up in my journal, but I make no promises. Well, nothing for it. Let's go. There's submenus. Yeah, I think that just cycles through them.